3 days ago, at 5:58 in the morning on my 30th birthday, my girlfriend of 3 years sent me a text. "Morning. We need to break up. I know this seems sudden, but I've been thinking about this for weeks. I can't do this anymore." I read it 3 times, sitting up in bed in the dark, the phone screen harsh against my eyes. Then I typed back one word. "Sure." I'm Caleb, 30 years old, structural engineer in Austin. I own a small townhouse, spend weekends doing DIY projects and playing guitar badly in my garage. Sienna and I met at a Super Bowl party 3 years back. She's 28, social media manager, total opposite of me. Where I'm quiet and methodical, she's bubbly and spontaneous. She lights up rooms, draws people in with this incredible energy. Our thing was Sunday mornings, breakfast at this diner near my place followed by home improvement projects. She'd pick paint colors while I measured twice and cut once. We had this easy rhythm. It worked. Or so I thought. 6 months ago, her agency hired creative director Derek Holt. Suddenly, Sienna's schedule revolved around work. Late strategy sessions, rooftop networking events, weekend brunches. Her Instagram became aesthetic cocktail photos and cityscape shots, always featuring Derek with his styled hair and confident smile. The phone habits changed. Screen face down, new password for work security, hidden notifications. She'd angle her phone away when I leaned over. Intimacy dropped off completely. Headaches, early meetings, exhaustion. Valid excuses every time, but they piled up. 2 months ago, I tried talking to her. We were in my living room, she was scrolling. "Hey, can we talk for a minute?" "About what?" "I just feel like we haven't really connected lately." "Are you serious right now? Are you jealous or trying to control me?" "I have a career, Caleb. I can't just drop everything because you're feeling needy. Derek and the team depend on me." "I'm not asking you to drop anything. I just miss you." "Well, maybe if you had more going on in your own life, you wouldn't be so focused on mine." That shut me down. I backed off, told myself this was just a busy season. Here's the twisted part. For months, Sienna insisted she wanted my 30th to be special, booked a rooftop restaurant, made big promises. The week before, she started canceling meetups. Work stress. Derek needed help, team behind on campaigns. The night before, she texted at 9 p.m. "Babe, I'm so sorry, but I have the worst headache. Can we do your birthday dinner tomorrow instead?" "Yeah, no problem. Feel better. I promise I won't miss it. Just need to sleep this off. Love you." But I knew. Somewhere in my gut, I already knew that dinner was never happening. Then morning comes. 5:58 a.m. The breakup text. Clinical. Detached. I've been thinking about this for weeks. I felt nothing. Just empty numbness. Not surprise. Just confirmation of what I'd known for months. I wrote back "sure" and blocked her everywhere. Phone, Instagram, Facebook, email. Scorched earth in 90 seconds. I took the day off, called my best friend Adrian. We grabbed beers at lunch. "Man, are you okay? Like, actually okay?" "I feel weirdly calm. Relieved almost." "Relieved? Your girlfriend just dumped you via text on your birthday. I've been holding my breath for 6 months. Now it finally happened, and I can breathe." That's not healthy, if you were that stressed. Her behavior changed completely when Derek started there. Phone habits, late nights, everything. Adrian got progressively more pissed. "And you just accepted all that?" I tried. She called me controlling and jealous. That's textbook manipulation when someone's got something to hide. He was right. 3 days later, my doorbell rings. I look through the peephole. Sienna on my porch, crying, holding a gift bag with tissue paper sticking out the top. She looks small and desperate in a way I've never seen before. Then I glance past her and see Derek's car parked 4 houses down. Custom license plate I recognize from her pointing it out months ago, making some joke about his vanity. He's sitting in the driver's seat, engine running, just watching my house like he's waiting for something. I stood at that door for 2 full minutes, watching through that tiny circle of distorted glass. Sienna kept knocking, voice muffled through the wood. "Please, Caleb, we need to talk. This is all a huge mistake. I made the biggest error of my life. Please just open the door." And Derek just sat there in his car, engine idling, occasionally checking his phone but mostly watching, like he wanted me to see him. I didn't open the door. My hand was on the knob but I couldn't turn it. Eventually she left, shoulders shaking, got in his car. They drove off together. Who breaks up with someone via text on their birthday after promising to make it special, then shows up 3 days later crying with the other guy waiting in the car? What is that? Thanks for listening. Maybe I'll update if anything else happens. Update 1. After Sienna left with Derek, I figured that was it. Wrong. 2 days later, she started posting vague self-healing quotes. Sometimes the person you'd take a bullet for is holding the gun. Her friends flooded the comments. You deserve better, girl. He never appreciated you. Adrian sent screenshots because he was pissed on my behalf. Dude, you need to see this. She's posting like you're the villain. Let her tell whatever story she wants. Wait, there's more. A coworker's Instagram story from 10 days ago. Group shot from a rooftop bar. In the background, crystal clear, Sienna and Derek at a high top by themselves, her hand on his arm, leaning close, looking exactly like a couple. 4 days before the breakup text. Holy shit. 4 days. She was already all over this guy. Adrian sent team photos too. Everyone showed Sienna and Derek positioned together, standing closer than anyone else. Casual touches, inside joke body language. I started connecting dots I'd been deliberately ignoring. Then Sienna showed up at my door again. This time I answered, but I stood in the doorway, body blocking the entrance. She looked terrible, mascara smudged down her cheeks, hair pulled back in a messy ponytail, wearing my old college hoodie that she'd kept, the one I'd been looking for. Caleb, please, just hear me out, she started, voice already breaking into sobs. I was so confused. Derek was just helping me with work stress, and I got my feelings mixed up, and I made the worst mistake of my life, and I need you to understand. I stayed calm, weirdly calm actually. Like I was watching myself from outside my body, seeing this scene play out like it was happening to someone else. Did you have feelings for Derek while we were together? It's not that simple. It was just, yes or no, Sienna. I don't know. Maybe I was confused, but it's not like I planned. Have you spent time alone with Derek outside of work? She hesitated, eyes darting away. A few times, but it was just work stuff, brainstorming sessions. You wouldn't understand the creative industry. It's different. Did you break up with me to be with him? Her face changed. The tears kept coming, but something shifted in her expression, like a mask slipping. I went out with Derek for 3 days after we broke up, okay? We spent time together and I realized you're the one I actually want. I made a mistake, but I'm here now. I'm fighting for us. Doesn't that count for something? The way she said it, with this desperate hope in her voice, like she deserved credit for coming back. Like I should be grateful she chose me after test driving someone else for 72 hours. I understood everything. She broke up to try Derek guilt-free, see if the grass was greener. When it didn't work out, she came back to her safe choice, her backup plan. I'm not your backup plan or your beta test. I closed the door, locked the deadbolt. She stood outside crying for 15 minutes. Later, text from an unknown number. Dude, she was never yours. Derek. From some burner. I blocked it. Yesterday Maya called. Hey, I need to tell you something. Sienna called me crying, saying you won't talk to her. I told you what happened. I'm done. I know. I told her to leave you alone. But Caleb, she said if you don't meet her, she's showing up at your office. She actually said that? Word for word. If he won't answer, I'll go to his work. He can't ignore me there. I think she's serious. That's insane. Just be careful. And Caleb, don't meet with her. You deserve better. Turns out Maya wasn't bluffing. I'll update if work gets involved. Update 2. She wasn't bluffing. Yesterday morning at my desk, going over structural calculations, lobby receptionist calls. Her voice is tight, uncomfortable. There's someone here claiming to be your fiancé. She's insisting she needs to see you right away. My stomach dropped. I knew immediately. I went down. Sienna's in the lobby, dressed up like she's interviewing for a job, makeup carefully applied, but you can see the desperation in her eyes. She's barely holding it together. The receptionist is behind her desk looking concerned, and there's already a small scene forming because Sienna's voice is getting louder, more insistent. Caleb, Thank God. We need to talk right now. This has gone on long enough. Sienna, we broke up. I've asked you not to contact me. You need to leave. She grabbed my arm. No, I'm not leaving until you hear me out. I know you're hurt, but I deserve a chance to explain in person. I'm fighting for our relationship and you're just being stubborn. That's when building security stepped in. The guard, an older guy named Marcus who I see every day, approached carefully. Sir, do you know this person? Do you want us to escort her out? Yes to both questions. Sienna completely lost it. What? Caleb, no, I'm his fiancé. We've been together 3 years. He's abandoning me over a misunderstanding. Tell them, Caleb. Tell them we're engaged. We were never engaged, I said to Marcus. We broke up weeks ago. You're doing this? Really? Sienna's voice got higher, louder. After everything? After 3 years? I made one mistake and you're throwing me out like garbage. Marcus and another security guard had to physically guide her toward the exit while she kept shouting my name, calling me cruel, saying I never really loved her. The whole lobby was watching. My manager pulled me aside. I explained briefly, showed the breakup text and email blocks. He looped in HR immediately. They documented everything, issued a no-contact directive. Professional and supportive, but I felt humiliated. That night I checked my spam folder. Message from Sienna, sent at 2 a.m., long. Multiple paragraphs of confession and justification. She admitted to a 4-month emotional affair with Derek, started innocently, developed into more. 2 or 3 private outings, dinners where they discussed personal stuff, including concerns about our relationship. I was too stable, too predictable. She felt we were moving too fast toward settled life she wasn't sure she wanted. Then the twist that made my stomach drop. The birthday breakup text wasn't just her decision. Derek helped her draft it. They sat together and crafted those words to give her a clean break so she could explore things with him without guilt. The cold tone, the timing, the weeks claim, all strategic, calculated. She ended, I needed to see what life with Derek was like so I wouldn't spend the rest of my life wondering or resenting you for what I missed. I'm so sorry. Please give me one more chance to prove I choose you. Later from Adrian, Derek's girlfriend found messages. Huge blow-up. Derek had a serious girlfriend the entire time, which explains why their 3-day trial didn't work. HR at Sienna's company investigated Derek for inappropriate relationships with team members. He got demoted, might be leaving. Sienna got an official warning. The final piece happened over the weekend. My sister Maya hosted a family barbecue at her place. Just immediate family and close friends, specifically to support me and get my mind off everything. It was actually really nice, exactly what I needed. We were all in the backyard, burgers on the grill, my uncle telling bad jokes, Mom fussing over side dishes. Normal, peaceful, until Sienna showed up. Apparently Maya had texted some cousins about the barbecue, and one of them, who had no idea about the breakup drama, casually mentioned it in a group chat that somehow Sienna still had access to. She got the address and just appeared. Just walked around the side of Maya's house into the backyard like she belonged there. My entire family went silent when she walked around the corner. The only sound was the hiss of the grill. I'm sorry to just show up like this, Sienna said, voice trembling, addressing everyone. But I need you all to know that I'm fighting for Caleb. I'm not giving up on us. Everyone makes mistakes, and I know I hurt him, but real love means working through hard things together. My mom actually looked sympathetic for a second. My uncle put down his beer. Even Maya seemed uncertain about how to handle this. Then I stood up. You want everyone to know the truth? Okay. Let's tell them the truth. Caleb, don't do this here. For the last 6 months, Sienna's been having an emotional affair with her coworker Derek. Phone face down all the time, new passwords, late-night meetings that weren't actually about work. It wasn't like that. On my 30th birthday, she sent me a breakup text at 6 in the morning. A text. After 3 years together and months of promising to make my birthday special, my dad's face had gone hard. Maya's mouth was open. The text wasn't even her own words. She and Derek drafted it together. They sat down and crafted that message specifically so she could try dating him without the guilt of cheating on me. Caleb, please. She dated him for 3 days. 3 days. And when it didn't work out the way she hoped, she came back to me crying, saying she made a mistake. She didn't leave me because she was unhappy. She left me to test drive someone else and kept me as her backup plan. Sienna was crying now, looking around at my family. I was confused. I didn't know what I wanted. Then she showed up at my office, I continued. Caused enough of a scene that security had to remove her. Called herself my fiancé to strangers when we were never engaged. HR had to issue a no-contact directive. I looked directly at Sienna. You didn't leave me. You tested him and kept me as your safety net while you figured out what you wanted. I'm not spending the rest of my life as anyone's plan B. She stood there for 10 seconds, tears streaming, then ran to her car. Nobody tried to stop her. Maya called the next day. I'm so sorry that happened at my house. Don't apologize. It was the best thing. Now everyone knows. The whole family saw what she did. Nobody's going to pressure me to give her another chance. Mom called this morning. She almost felt bad for Sienna until you laid everything out. Then she was just angry for you. Good. That's appropriate. Full permanent no contact now. Blocked email. Any new numbers. Every platform. I've told everyone not to pass messages or give her information. This is done. I'll do one final update down the road, but it won't be about her. It'll be about moving forward. Final update. Almost a year later. People asked how things turned out. There's no cinematic twist, no villain downfall montage. Just adults living with their choices. Got promoted to project lead 4 months ago. The office incident didn't hurt my reputation. If anything, handling it quietly worked in my favor. I manage a team of 6 on a major downtown development. Converted my garage into a woodworking shop, built shelving for Maya, refinished Adrian's dining table. The physical work has been therapeutic. Started therapy 6 months ago to process everything and figure out why I ignored obvious red flags. My therapist helped me understand I'd gotten comfortable accepting behavior past me would have walked away from. That tendency to rationalize at the expense of my gut instinct, I'm working on recognizing earlier. I started dating someone about 3 months ago. Her name is Elena. She's 29, works as a CPA. We met through mutual friends at this backyard concert thing, one of those casual summer evenings with string lights and acoustic music. She's got zero interest in social media drama, doesn't post every aspect of her life online, just lives quietly and intentionally. No Instagram stories from every meal, no cryptic posts seeking attention. We're taking things slow, like really slow, and it feels right in a way I didn't know was possible. Last week we were having dinner at her place, just cooking together in her kitchen, and her phone rang. She looked at it, said, "It's work. I need to take this real quick." Stepped into the other room for 3 minutes, came back and explained exactly what the call was about. A client deadline moving up, needed to coordinate with her team. Then she asked how my day went, and actually listened to my answer, asking follow-up questions, engaging with what I was saying. Later I mentioned how different that felt from what I was used to, and she looked genuinely confused. "What do you mean different?" "Just the transparency, the communication. You tell me things. Your phone rings and you explain what it is." She put down her wine glass and looked at me with this mixture of concern and understanding. "Caleb, that's just basic respect. If that feels special to you, someone really did a number on you before." She wasn't wrong. What made me fall for Elena wasn't some electric spark, though that exists too. It was the stability, direct communication when something bothers her. She owns her stress instead of projecting. Her phone sits face up at dinner because she's got nothing to hide. Simple things that feel special when you've experienced the opposite. Sienna quietly left her job, works at a smaller agency in Dallas now. Instagram is healing journey content and motivational quotes. Derek's not part of any social circle I'm connected to. I ran into her once at a grocery store. Eye contact for 2 seconds across produce. No wave, no anger, just nothing. She was with a friend. I was alone. We both looked away and kept shopping. The neutrality was surreal but appropriate. 2 people who used to know each other and don't anymore. I'm writing this final update because I want to say something that I wish someone had told me earlier. If someone can end 3 years with a text message drafted by another man on your birthday, believe them the first time. People who can't respect you during your most important moments will never protect you during your darkest ones. They're not a chapter in your life story. They're a footnote, a reminder of what you'll never accept again. The person you're with should add to your peace, not constantly test it. They should make you feel more yourself, not less. And when something feels wrong, when your gut is screaming that the story doesn't add up, trust that instinct even when the explanations sound reasonable. I'm good now. Actually good. Not just saying it to convince myself. Thanks for being here through all of this. I hope you're all finding your own versions of good too.